all know there's only one thing which we all are born with, that resource exactly the same. The same resource you have, the same resource I have. If anybody will answer that question, yes. Time.
Happiness?
Wow. Krish is getting smart today. Where's your dad, buddy? I was not expecting that quick answer, to be very frank. There's only one commodity, there's only one resource. We all are born in the same quantity, and that is time exactly. Otherwise, if there's anything else, anybody can think of anything else, by the way?
Human mind or consciousness?
Human mind, consciousness, sir, it's not the same quantity. Like everybody have different level of intelligence. We are born with different level of intelligence. Even somebody gave me the answer, air. No, if somebody is living on the hill, on the mountain, they don't get the same air. The air pressure is a little bit less as compared to other. So time is one of the commodity which we all get exactly the same. Then what is the difference? How come somebody is so successful and how come somebody is not so successful?
Creativity. How they are managing.
Creativity.
How they are managing the time.
Managing the time.
Mindset.
Managing the time.
Mindset.
The way you are multiplying it,
I think,
or you are
I think surroundings.
Surroundings. A lot of other factors. So, it is time. So, each of us are born with 86,400 seconds per day. And that was my first question. If I give you $86,400 a day, what are you going to do with that? Now you can correlate what I was asking, why I was giving you that money. Right? Now it all depends upon us how we use that 86,400 seconds. Either we call it dollar, we call it time, we call it second, whatever we want to, we can call it. And that is what is going to make the difference in your life. That is what is going to determine your future. And when I talk about your future, it is not only your future, it is the future of your next generation. So many times we forget about it and we don't build up ourselves. We just think, if I'm not building myself, I'm just damaging myself. No. Your next generation is absolutely dependent upon you. So that 86,400 seconds, the gift what you got in your life is very, very important how you utilize them. But I have another question. Is that the only thing what you get? Is that only 86,400 seconds what you get in your daytime? No? What else?
You can multiply that.
Come on, man. I think I should come on the chair and I should ask you guys to do the seminar today. You guys are so smart. So, this gentleman said, what's your name?
Ashok.
Mr. Ashok gave a magic formula to that. Multiply. But the biggest problem, the biggest challenge is, everybody understands it that we have to multiply, but people don't know how to do it. Everybody understands it. And this is the real beauty of life. We understand all the concept, but when it comes to implementation, we don't know how to implement it. Or sometimes we don't have courage. Sometimes we don't have that just little start, which can help us to fulfill our dreams. So who doesn't want to do it? Who doesn't want to multiply by that 86,400? Is there anybody who just want to live with that? No? Everybody wants to multiply it. Why? And how we can do it. That's important. So guys, this is what I thought. I thought, you know what? I have 86,400 seconds. Let me start working on multiplying it in my life. And today, I have 86,400 multiply maybe 1,000. And it can go on and on and on and on. And that is what we call as, what do we call it? A team. Together, everybody achieves more. That is the real definition of team. So when I talk about team, many people have a misconception that team means somebody is going to be a team leader, somebody is going to be a kind of worker, somebody is going to do this, somebody is going to do that. So people start thinking about a hierarchy model when it comes to team. That is not the team, guys, that is a corporate. The real team is everybody works like a team. So let me ask you a question. Who likes cricket, by the way, here? All, you play cricket? Very good. Who likes cricket? Only 5-6 people? But everybody knows about cricket, right? Sir, do you know about cricket or no? No? Which game you play?
I don't have anyone in particular, but I love football. I love football.
Football. But in football, it's only 2 players which plays, am I right?
No, sir. It's
No?
2 teams made up of 11 players each. That's 20.
It's 11 players?
Yes, sir.
But I always keep thinking there are 2 players. Sure?
This is soccer.
But my understanding is football, there are 2 players. One plays on that side, one plays on the other side. No? That's a good news for me. I knew, by the way, it's 11 players. So think about it. If we put, who is the best player, who you love in football?
That would be Cristiano Ronaldo, sir.
CR7? Is that right? So let's say we put 11 CR7 in one team. Very talented, top players, but they are not playing like a team. They are not coordinating with each other. Because you know CR7, if I ask Krish, he's going to tell he has an attitude. Is that right? He's a show-off. Am I right? That's what he was telling me a couple of days before. But whereas on the other side, as compared to that 11 CR7 who are not coordinating with each other, if I put 11 average players who are playing like a team, who are coordinating with each other, who you think is going to win the match? 11 average players who are coordinating like a team are going to win the match. That's very, very important. Whereas, if we put 11 top players in one side, but they are not aligning with each other, they are not coordinating with each other. And I think that is what the biggest challenge people face when building up a team. Right? So, that takes to my another question. What do you need to build up a team? And why you should build up a team, that's very clear. We want to multiply that 86,400 to n numbers. Whatever we can do, whatever we can manage. Does that sound clear? Good? Do you love working in team?
Yes.
What's your name?
Gagan.
Gagan? Why do you love working in team? It's so much pressure. Somebody tells you what to do, somebody tells you, oh, you don't do that.
That's not team then, that's called slavery. Team is very work, like, you decide together.
Yes. So I need 2 people here. Who is willing to come as a volunteer, by the way? Gagan, come. And one from this side. Anybody? Yes, sir. Please come. What's your name?
Harsh.
Harsh. So we have Harsh and Gagan with us. Let me ask you a question, Gagan. Why do you want to be in a team?
Because you can accomplish so much in a small time if you have a team.
Okay. One thing. Harsh?
In team, I get like multiple perspective of like particular one thing, more than one ideas. Then it saves time.
How it saves time? It actually takes a lot of time to tell people what to do and what not to do and manage all the activities. If I ask Kavi, she's so frustrated with Gagan because she's not doing anything. Am I right, Kavi? No?
So let's say we are working on one particular project, right? There are 4 people. We divide responsibility accordingly. So in a small amount of time, we get more work done.
So if I give you an opportunity, Harsh and Gagan, to act like a team and you to do some task, how are you going to do it? Let's say you take 30 seconds time and you have to discuss a 10 lines paragraph with us. How are you going to do it?
We'll plan together, work on few main topics.
Right.
We'll divide with each other like okay, these 4 points I'll talk about it. You think about these 4 points, and we can talk about it for 10 minutes. And I'm thinking about 8 points, and he's thinking about 8 points separately.
What if you forget what you were supposed to say?
He can fill it.
I'll help.
He can help, he can fill it. And that is what the real strength of the team is, guys. Thank you, Gagan. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. So guys, let's talk about how we can build up the team, what is needed, and what is the most important ingredients of the team. So now tell me one factor which we need to build up the team. Only one thing which you can think of, which is the must to build up a team.
Resources, like-minded.
Like-minded people,
Resources,
trust, resources, communication, vision, synergy,
intention of growing together.
intention of growing together. Sorry, all are wrong answers. Right mentorship, no.
For the same goal.
Sorry, working for the same goal. Varun?
Patience.
Patience. For sure, I love you for that. You need a lot of patience, by the way. What else? Attitude.
Average players.
Huh?
Average players.
Average players. No.
Availability.
See, that was a very good example. But you know what? I would love to play with the best team, with the best players who are coordinating with each other. That's important. But you know, that example was just to give you an understanding of how team can help to win the game and the tournament and the...
Collection of people working for the same goal. I think that will help because by collecting with the same goal, probably that will be the success.
So let's say if you collected 10 or 11 people who are working on the same goal, do you think that's going to build up the team? If you have 11 people working on the same target, do you think that is must to build up the team? Let's say if you built up a system, communication, let's say if you have wonderful communication in the team, still that is not the, there's one thing which is must to build up the team.
Division of work or vision. Together. Visionary leader.
Visionary leader, no. Leader just play only 10% role in the team, guys. Sorry? Trusting each other?
Desire to success.
Desire to succeed? Ha, I love this guy, man. Sorry, what's your name? Tanveer? Guys, if I have to pick up, personally, if I have to pick up one factor which is needed to build up the team, is the team spirit. Am I right? Are you convinced with that? If there is no team spirit, it doesn't matter how talented you are, how good on the communication, how collectively you work on fulfilling your goal, everything else. If you have team spirit, which is the must to build up a team, that is one of the most important ingredient. Does that make sense to you, sir? Is everybody convinced on that, or does anybody have a different opinion on this? Sir? Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
So, guys, if I have to personally pick up this one thing, which is must needed, that is the team spirit. कहते हैं टीम भावना होना बड़ा जरूरी है. जब तक until and unless you don't have that team spirit, you cannot really build up the team. Rest all ingredients are equally important, which I learned in my life. And then we will talk about how to build up a team in real estate, because that is very, very important. Right? So the team spirit is must to build up a great team. And that is the job of the team leader, to inculcate the spirit in all the team members so that they can all work towards one vision, one goal, they can have a wonderful communication, and they can succeed together as a team. Right? What other thing I learned, which lot many people they fail in the real estate industry, was they did not build up a system for the team. That is also another important ingredient or a very important factor which plays an important role when it comes to building up the team. You have to build up a system. When you build up a system, it really helps you to scale up the team building. It really helps to scale up the team building. And rest all the things, abilities, room to grow, all other things keeps working simultaneously with that. So how we can build up the team in real estate, that's very, very important. Or I'll tell you how I built up the teams in real estate. So when I got success like a realtor, I had another choice. I can keep everything with me, I can do all the business myself, or I can pass down that business to others. So when I was doing 80 or 90 deals in a year, I had a choice. So think about it, let me ask you, if I was doing that 80, 90 deals and I just work alone, what I could have done? Maybe 150? Half? Huh?
Done less of
She's right. She is so right. Because what happens is, when you're working alone, you go and reach at a peak. And after that, there is no other place for you to go. You will always come down. You get exhausted. Or you get complacent. Because you're doing the... So when I started my real estate career, I used to go with everybody to show them the house. After 3 or 4 years, Rupa is agreeing to me. After 3 or 4 years, you get complacent. You leave those people behind who you feel are not really very potential clients. You say, you know what? I'm not going to take care of you. I will go and work with somebody who I feel is going to buy the house through me or sell the house through me within next 2 to 3 months maybe. And this is what was happening to me. Right? But I thought, listen, 3 years, 4 years before when I started my real estate career, this was a business for me. But today, if I'm leaving this client, somebody else is taking care of him. Because at the end of the day, he's going to go and sell the house. Yeah. So what should I do? So I added one more person with me and I said, you know what? You take care of this business. You are new in the industry. I was at the same spot 3 or 4 years before. And I was dealing with the same clients, handling their problems, giving them the solution. Today, you take care of it. And I don't mind if you take 50% or 75% out of it. Right? I am at least getting something in my pocket. And that person has got an advantage because that person is new in the industry. His problem is he doesn't have that client, and my problem is I don't have the time. How can we combine each other's strength and build up a team together? Very simple. A simple thought process helped me. But yes, all other points which you mentioned into that, with due respect, they all were right as well. Because if I don't communicate with that person, if I don't have an alignment with that person, if I don't give him the vision, if I don't give him the support system, if I don't give him the room to grow, that person is not going to be successful in his or her life. So yes, those are equally important ingredient. But I think the first and foremost and the most important thing which is needed to build up the team is the team spirit. Yes. So who agrees with me, by the way, that team spirit is must to build up the team? 100%. Only 5 people, 10 people, let's see. No? Now, why teams are important in real estate, that's very, very important.